a skillet, preferably a cast iron skillet. You're going to need a fine mesh strainer, measuring cups, and a small bowl. And so for our ingredients, we're going with 1 cup of quinoa, and that can be any type of quinoa. Okay, so they have the tricolored quinoa. I'll show it this way and I'll show it over here. And that's the one that I have. So we have our tricolored quinoa. And then we're going with 2 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. So hopefully you guys are making your own veggie broth, okay? So 2 cups of corn. So we gave the instructions where you can either use frozen corn, canned corn, or fresh corn. I personally haven't eaten canned corn in about 5 years, so I just go with the fresh corn, and we're going to cut that corn right off the cob. So, but if you have your frozen corn or your canned corn, that will work too. You're just going to want to wash it and strain it and rinse it off, okay? 1 can of black beans, rinsed, strained, and rinsed. All right, so we have our can of black beans. And if you don't like black beans, you can substitute for whatever beans you like. 1 red bell pepper, 3 green onions, 2 cloves of garlic. So we have our garlic, 2 cloves. And if you want more than 2 cloves, that's fine. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. I always just put a little bit more just in case I need a little bit because I don't know. I can't really just always cook with like 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. I don't know why. The juice of 1 lime. Let's see, what is that? A quarter tablespoon? Is that a half a teaspoon of sea salt? I'm looking at the screen, honey. Let me do this. I'm gonna save all of us the trouble of me reading out the wrong ingredients to y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and put my glasses on, which I don't think that's really working because I'm actually
It's a
um
half a teaspoon
thank
of sea salt.
thank you. Half a teaspoon of sea salt. Yeah, because those numbers is really small. And then the black pepper is a quarter teaspoon of black pepper.
Correct.
Thank you. And then we have a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, which is my favorite paprika of them all. Oh my God, it smells so good. Did you know that paprika is literally just roasted, dried um, red bell pepper, which I've learned that, so you can actually make your own paprika. And then we have a quarter of a teaspoon of chili powder. All right. Now for our simple creamy lime drizzle, we have 1 ripe avocado, juice of 1 lime, 2 tablespoons of plain Greek yogurt. So I have our Greek yogurt right over here, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of water, which we're going to use to thin, and a pinch of salt. Okay. Do I have any questions about our ingredients? Any substitutions that you guys want to inquire about? No? No? Are we good? All right. Let's get this party started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the quinoa on, even though it's giving us instructions from the top. But because of our time factor, we're class play, I think we should get our quinoa on, and I'm actually going to kick this quinoa behind us. So Naya, can you give us the instructions for our quinoa, please?
Yes, hello everyone. To cook our quinoa.
And if you have a microphone volume, could you turn it up, please? All right, so let's look. To cook our quinoa, are
All
the
right, we're
instructions?
gonna use a ratio of 1 part dry quinoa to 2 parts of liquid. So you can use either water or broth.
All right, so do we can add in our broth and then our quinoa?
Nope. So first, that was the ratio. First step by cooking instructions, what we're gonna do, we're gonna rinse our quinoa. So if anybody has a fine strainer, we can go ahead and rinse off our quinoa from any of those box things that we
Dust, the little dusty things
yeah,
that
the
might be
box
in the
I didn't
box.
want to say box chemicals, but
Dust, dirt, I don't know. So
the
we're gonna
dirt
rinse
that
our
was in
quinoa.
there.
So I'm gonna
And
put
then
mine into the mesh strainer.
yeah, so optional after you rinse it, you have an option to toast your quinoa for additional extra flavor. Or if not, you're going to go ahead and add your 2 cups of liquid for every 1 cup of quinoa. Add a pinch of salt and then bring the mixture to a rolling boil over medium-high heat and let simmer.
Okay, I'm not going to toast my quinoa for the simple fact that we're going to add it into the skillet and it's going to get like a little extra skillet flavoring to it. So I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm just going to go ahead and rinse, add in my 1 cup of quinoa, my 2 cups of liquid. And I'm going to put it on the stove, and I'm going to cook the quinoa behind me, and I'm going to add my pinch of salt. Probably going to need a little bit more salt later. Okay, and so I'm going to let my quinoa come to a boil, and I'll just show you what it looks like in case you're interested. So this is what it looks like so far. It's just quinoa on the bottom, water, a little bit of salt. I'm going to let that come to the boil, and we're going to have our quinoa cooking in the background while we're prepping all of our other vegetables, okay? All right, cool. Do I have any questions? So far, is everybody good? All right. So what's our next steps? Now let's start from the top, Naya.
All right, so the first steps are preparing our corn. We have an option of fresh corn, frozen corn, or canned corn. And I believe the option that we have present today is fresh corn. So we will need 3 to 4 ears of fresh corn, and the instructions are removing the husk and silk from the corn. You can reserve the husk and silk and make this into a lovely tea. For the instructions, we're going to stand each ear upright on the cutting board and carefully slice downward with a sharp knife to remove the kernels and set the kernels aside for cooking. So again, what we're going to do with our fresh corn, we're removing the kernels from the cob, and we're going to then cook these corn kernels.
Okay. All right, so I'm just rotating. I have my, if you can see that, hopefully all this stuff, I have a lot of stuff on the counter today. Not in the way. Do you have a good view?
You're good.
All right, cool.
Too much in the background. Yep.
Too much in the background. You just saw one of my production assistants spinning around in his chair.
All right. And some of the healing benefits of this fresh corn, or maize, some may say, the healing benefits. Corn contains antioxidants called lutein, which may help protect the eyes and may lower the risk of age-related vision loss. Corn is also rich in fiber for digestion, B vitamins for energy, and has plant compounds that support brain and nervous system function. It's also really good for our skin, hair, and nails. Corn contains vitamin C and antioxidants that support collagen production, which helps maintain skin elasticity, healthy hair growth, and stronger nails. And fun fact, the bright yellow color in corn comes from carotenoids, the same family of antioxidants found in carrots that can help protect the body from oxidative stress.
All right, so we're getting our corn. I love corn. You can eat it raw. You can eat it boiled, on the grill. I love it all different types of ways. All right, so I'm just cutting my ears off. And you can also do this, like if you see corn on sale, because you know it's summertime and corn is going to be in abundance soon. It's a great summertime veg. And you really don't like, like the store bought, like canned corn. You can always do this, like go get your ears of corn and cut it up and freeze it yourself. Okay, so then you can have your own fresh corn. All right, so I'm down to my last ear. So once again, if you have your canned corn or your frozen corn, that works too. So I have kitchen assistants and production assistants for the remainder of the summer. To get these kids working. All right, so I hear my quinoa boiling, so I'm gonna put my top on and I'm gonna turn that quinoa down, right, Naya? Turn it down low.
Yep.
All right, so I'm covering my quinoa and turning it down. Do I have any questions? How's everybody doing?
And we're gonna let that simmer for 15 minutes. And yes, Miss Tanya.
Yes. How would you recommend freezing corn? Because I've never done that before.
Oh, I would just cut it off the ear and just put it in a really good freezer bag and throw it in the freezer.
Oh, you don't have to like pre-cook it or anything.
No, because you can eat corn like raw. Like I literally
Right.
right
Okay.
off the ear. No, you
Okay.
can just cut it right off the ear and throw it in the freezer bag.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so I'm just gonna get my corn.
So,
Into a bowl.
Shanette, are we supposed to let the broth boil with the quinoa in it and then cover it?
Well, I rinsed my quinoa
Uh-huh.
and then I added in the vegetable broth
Right, I did that.
and then I let it come to, and then a little bit of salt and then I let it come to a boil. And then I
Okay.
just covered, and then I covered it and turned it down.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Because you don't want it to cook too, you don't want it to keep boiling. You want it to simmer so the water or the vegetable broth absorbs into the quinoa. It softens. You don't want it to burn. You don't want it to be hard and crunchy. So we're gonna kind of simmer it at a very low heat, because once it comes to a boil, that water, the fluid, and the pressure that's already inside of the pot is going to retain that heat, right? So we just want it to come down low. We want to slow down the cooking so it cooks at an even pace. All right, so we have our corn. For anybody who used fresh corn, we have it. And otherwise, if you didn't and you have canned corn, just rinse it and set it and get it ready for preparing. If you have frozen corn, you can just throw it in a bowl and get it ready for preparing. And I would say if you have frozen corn, I would run a little bit of warm water over it to get, so you can defrost it a little bit so it doesn't retain so much moisture. So when you throw it into your food, it has like a high water content because the frozen molecules of water are inside of your corn. Okay, look, getting a little scientific on you, but that's what's going to happen. All right, so what comes next, Naya?
Okay, wait. I got a question on the corn. Sorry.
Yes, no worries.
So I have a little corn thing that you can take the ears off through that.
Uh-huh.
But it gives you a lot of water from the corn, natural water. Do we keep the natural water, or do you want us to rinse that off?
I would say
No, you don't have to rinse it. I would say maybe take a paper towel and pat dry it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
but because it does have its own water content, I'm sure. Like when you run it through really fast, it squeezes out all of that water that's inside of the corn. Yeah, I would just take a paper towel and pat dry it.
Okay, so this is what I use for my corn. Can you see it?
No,
I'm interested.
That's cool. I love a good kitchen gadget.
And can we get a demonstration?
Yeah, can you demo? Let me see, because I love a good kitchen gadget.
So you just put it on the corn and just go straight down like that.
Oh, okay. You run it down the side and it runs it off. Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I love that. Okay. Well, where'd you get that from? Ross, Marshalls, Macy's?
I'll go look for it on Amazon and I'll put a link.
Okay,
in.
thanks.
3 years.
Yeah, because we love kitchen gadgets around here. If you have a good kitchen gadget that saves you time, folks, do share, okay? All right, so we're going to go for
I'm sorry I missed that.
Oh, you're
Come
okay.
on.
What, you want to see the kitchen gadget again?
Yeah.
Pamela, we need another show and tell, Pamela.
Just show it and I'll go find it on Amazon. What's it called?
You're muted, Pamela. Sorry about that, huh? Prompt her to unmute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 2 pieces. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it just cooks one on the other. and you take your corn and you just go straight down. I did this earlier so it wouldn't take so long.
Got it.
Yeah, but it's real easy to use. You can take it apart, wash it, and it's as good as gold. And I use it when I make a corn soup during the winter.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Did you get it off of Amazon?
No, I've had it for years. So I've had it like 7 or 8 years. They probably sell it at most hardware stores.
Oh, okay.
Like you know, anything that would have a bad basket, maybe a Target or a Walmart.
Yeah,
or something like that.
But I'm pretty sure
thank
you
you.
can find it on that big box person that'll throw it right over your fence for you. All right. So thank you so much, Pamela, for sharing. All right. So next we're going with our sauteed vegetables, which is pretty much going to be our getting our bell pepper together and mincing up our garlic. Okay. So now, what are we slicing our bell pepper or dicing? It says dice.
Dice.
All right, cool. So I'm just gonna. I love a good bell pepper and I love a red bell pepper. And of course, when you cut your bell peppers, you see all those seeds in there. For all of my gardeners, all those seeds, you keep those seeds, okay? And you can grow your own bell pepper. I'm just gonna rip that out. And I'm gonna cut the membrane out.
All right, for our red bell pepper, some of the healing benefits may contain more vitamin C than oranges. They help support immunity, skin health, inflammation reduction, and also eye health. It's really good for your skin, nails, and hair. The vitamin C supports collagen production, helping maintain glowing skin, strong hair, and nail strength. And a fun fact about red bell peppers, they start as green peppers and become sweeter as they ripen.
All right, so we're just chopping up our red bell pepper. I have my kids as the production assistants. They're literally over here losing their minds. My goal is to decenter devices and get them actually doing real world things. They're having a bit of a challenging hard time, like not bouncing off the walls. If you have grandbabies or children at home that have their face in devices all day, my suggestion is that you remove them from those devices because it is being shown now that too much heavy watching of devices and cell phone usage is causing our young folks to get early stage dementia and Alzheimer's. Get them off of the screens, whether they like it or not. They'll be all right. They'll thank you later. All right, because it's summertime and then babies is going to come over to the house and they're going to be bored. Find them something to do. Put them outside in the garden. Let them climb some trees. Okay? Let them do anything but they're at the phone all day. All right. Yeah, climb trees. Sorry. She's like, climb trees. Yeah, I used to climb trees. I did. I broke my arm too, but you know what? I'm alive. It's fine. It was part of my life experience. All right, so we have our bell pepper, nice and diced. I have like kind of big dices, but if you want it like a little bit smaller, you can make it smaller. Mine's are not like too big, not too small, but they're nice and diced, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go for our garlic, and our garlic is minced, right, Naya?
Yes.
All right. So once we get everything that goes into the pan, like pretty much our aromatics, our garlic, and our veg, and our corn, we're gonna then add into that our black beans. Hopefully by then our quinoa will be ready to go. It'll be nice and not necessarily dry, but all of the fluids will have absorbed. It'll be nice and fluffy and ready to go into the skillet. Okay. Amina, I'm gonna have you come on this side. You go to the camera.
All right, garlic
Calm down.
contains a powerful sulfur
Calm down.
compound called allicin, known for its immune support,
Yeah.
antimicrobial effects, and heart health benefits. Garlic may help
Take the
lower
camel.
blood pressure, reduce inflammation, support circulation, and it also can benefit your skin, hair, and nails as well. Garlic contains psyllium and sulfur compounds that may support scalp circulation, hair strength, and skin protection. I actually
Over here.
have a garlic shampoo that I do use.
Over here.
They say you can, it's not ground, but mush up
Come help
garlic
me.
and onion is really good in sulfur, which is great for hair growth
Yeah.
promotion. So if you guys want to make your own shampoo, you can also do that. And a fun fact, garlic has been used medicinally for thousands of years in many cultures around the world.
Yeah, so one of the things that I'm actually learning about garlic and onion is that it's really good for thickening hair. So if you're having any hair shedding, you can blend up a garlic. You want to strain it with a what do you call those things, Vivian? What's
Cheesecloth?
the cheesecloth? Yeah, strain it with the cheesecloth, and you're gonna get all the garlic juice out of it, basically and then you want to add it to your shampoo. And when you shampoo, um, you add that, your hair is getting that sulfur compound that's gonna help you thicken and grow your hair, keep your hair nice and strong and shiny. All right, I know the recipe says 2 garlic cloves, but you guys know me well by now. I'm not going with just 2. Amina, say hi to the people. Amina is officially part of the production crew. Do you know how to mince up garlic? No? You want to learn? Smash it down? She didn't expect this, but since they're having a hard time, here, come on, mince it. Watch your thumb. Like, move your thumbs. Move your thumb. Move your thumb. All right, bring it back together. Push it. There we go. Cooking in the kitchen with your children is really good. It helps them with their understanding, their reasoning, learning math. It's really good for them to understand math concepts, measurements, and it is good for triggering off those connections in the brain. So this summer we are working on brain health activities. You keep rolling your eyes, I'm gonna make you come over here and chop up some stuff too. I got a 15-year-old behind the camera that's like, oh mom, yeah, we snatching these kids up this summer, okay? All right. Good job. Yeah, that's good. So hold on, we want to bring it back together and just do one more little mince, okay? How many of y'all are gonna have your grandchildren? Look, I didn't see the class. Somebody's like, gather them kids, honey. That was live well. That was one of my folks. How many of y'all are gonna have your grandkids this summer? Or your babies is gonna be in the house this summer. We're gonna bring those children. We're bringing no, you're not. No, you're not. We're bringing the kids into the kitchen this summer. Okay, it dawned on me this morning. We're making this summer. We're bringing the kids in the kitchen, and I want you guys to bring your grandkids in the kitchen with you and cook with your grandkids. You're gonna see my kids this summer. This is their summer job. Their production crew. We're getting them off the screens. Okay, all right, good job, Amina. You can rinse your hands. All right, so we have our bell pepper that's diced. We have our corn that is been prepared, and we have our garlic. So Naya, can you give us our next steps, please?
Yes, well, let's go ahead and just slice our green onions while we're at it.
Okay, and my quinoa, it looks like all the water and the fluid have been
yes, please check on your quinoa and flip it around to make sure that all of the water content or liquid is absorbed.
Okay, can you do that? Can you hear the instructions? Go ahead and flip it when you're ready. All right, so then we're gonna chop up our green onions also. So do the green onions go on top as a garnish, or are they getting mixed in to the meal?
Hold on. They're part of the ingredients, yeah.
And do they go into the skillet? Because I mean, typically you don't really. The only time I've ever really seen green onions cooked is like when you're like in a stir fry or like in a fried rice or something.
I mean, maybe cook half and
Yeah.
save some
It
for
says
popping.
after add beans and seasonings, it says combine everything. You're gonna add the cooked quinoa to a skillet, stir everything until combined, add lime juice and sliced green onions.
Okay. So now I'm slicing it from one side because I'm going to save some of those green onions for garnish. But when I actually have to cook green onions, I like to go from the white side up. Okay. So I'm going to cut this fuzzy side off and I like to just line it up because that white side is going to have more of like an onion flavor. So if I need to cook them with the recipe, then I like to go from the white side because that's going to be the side that tastes really good. And the green side, I like to use more like on the garnish side of green onions. Or if you're making something that's raw, right? Like the green side tastes better. So that's just a little tip. All right. So we have, could you refill my salt for me, please? Thank you. I'm going to take our waste bowl and put it over here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my burner on. Now, Amina, can you have this? Yeah, I got it. All right, how's everybody doing in the kitchen? Are we good? Big shout out to everybody that came out for our last farmers market. It was so good to see y'all. Let's see, who do we have in the Vivian, could you do us a favor? Vivian and I, could you guys say hi to the folks for me? Let's say hi to all of our people that are joining us today. Are we going in with the one, this is where our 1 tablespoon of olive oil comes in?
All right, so if we're on the cooking part, we're gonna saute the veggies. Heat olive oil in a large skillet over medium heat. Add desired olive oil to your cooking style. Add your diced red bell pepper. Cook for 3 to 4 minutes until softened, and then you're gonna add your minced garlic and stir for 30 seconds until fragrant. From there, you add your corn.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna wait for that to heat up. You say? Yeah, you could do that. Why don't you do that? Even though they can see it up in the front, but you could do that. All right, good job. Good eye, production assistant. Good.
How many green onions did you use? Did you use the whole bunch?
I kind of, you know what? I kind of just grabbed it and used the whole bunch. Be careful for that cord, though. But I think the recipe may call for 3. I just grabbed it. I'm gonna be honest with you. But if you have like 3, should be fine.
3 onions.
Yeah, but I think I just grabbed the whole bunch. I told you guys I'm such a this cooking class is like forcing me to pay attention to measurements because I'm such an eyeballer. I cook by vibes. I'm a vibe cooker. That bell pepper, my skillet is not that big, so I'm going to not use the whole bell pepper. So we're going in with our bell pepper. All right, y'all, who do we have in the building today?
All right, let's give a huge shout out to Gwen Gates, Miss Annie.
Hi, Gwen.
Tanya, Stephanie, Samaj, Miss Adelia, Sandra, Phil, Pamela, Mary Myers, Maria, Karen Bob, Jeanette King, James N. Rosemary, iPhone, Gail, Darlene, Corlette, Cindy, Brenda, W, Brenda Wall, and Brenda, sorry, I forgot your last name, Rosemary, and all of our Good Life participants joining us on YouTube and Facebook Live.
Hi, everybody. All right. So it's already smelling really, really good in here. Like really, really good.
All right, and I'll just go ahead and go over those instructions. So what we're doing right now, everyone, we are heating our large skillet first, and then we're going to go ahead and add in about a tablespoon of olive oil. From there, you're going to add in your diced bell peppers. Cook that for 3 to 4 minutes until softened, and add in your minced garlic for about 30 seconds. From then, we will then add in our corn and cook until warm thorough and slightly brown for extra flavor. So on some of your kernels, you can get a little char going on. And then we're going to add in our black beans to the skillet.
All right, so I'm just letting my bell peppers soften. I'm actually gonna go like a little bit of a step further. I may let it cook until it gets a little bit of a char on it because I personally like that roasted flavor of vegetables, especially if we're doing something like a skillet. I want it to kind of give the same vibe as like a fajita. Well, you know, some like fajita bell pepper. And so they typically have like a little bit of a char on it. And then you can take some photos with your phone. You can take some photos. Both of you guys take some photos. Go for the corn. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my garlic. And we're just gonna heat up our garlic until it's fragrant. So you don't want it to char. We're gonna throw in our onion. And I'm throwing in the white side of my green onion. Okay. Smells good. So that garlic and the you see that little, there's like a little bit of char on there. I highly suggest that if you have a cast iron skillet, that you use it. Okay. And now I'm gonna go in with my beans. And so now the beans are gonna really absorb the flavors from the red bell pepper, from the green onion, and from the garlic that we've already had, and that little bit of oil. So those beans are gonna get nice and flavorful. And Nike, tell us next steps, because we have some seasonings over here. So you gotta tell me when we use the seasonings and when we throw in the corn, okay?
All right, so go ahead and
Take pictures, baby.
throw in your corn. Corn was before black
Take
beans.
pictures of the.
Did you throw
Are we
in your
supposed to
corn already? Yeah.
I was supposed. Oh, my bad. Eat.
So go ahead, throw in
Let's
your
do the back.
corn
Okay.
and get those all roasting. Now that you add your seasonings, you can add your sea salt, black pepper, smoked paprika, and chili powder.
So sea salt. So my apologies, you guys. I jumped the gun. That's why I always ask Maya for the instructions because I'll just mess it up. Sea salt, black pepper. And it's funny because I'm the one that picks out the recipes. I work on it, and still, when I get into class, there's so many things going on that I need somebody to give me guidance. And so we're throwing in all the seasonings, right?
Yes, black pepper, salt, smoked paprika, chili powder.
Okay.
All right, and some of the benefits of eating black beans. Black beans are one of the best foods for gut health, blood sugar balance, and heart health. They're loaded with fiber, plant protein, magnesium, and iron. The dark color of the black bean comes from the anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants also found in blueberries. It also may help support with skin, hair, and nails. The protein and iron in black beans help support hair growth, oxygen circulation, stronger nails, and a healthier skin repair. And a scientific note about black beans: fiber from beans help feed beneficial gut bacteria, which may improve immunity, inflammation, mood, and digestion.
All right.
Oh,
How's your kitchen smelling? Because my kitchen is smelling really, really, really good. All right, now how long are we cooking these items before it's time to?
So it really just depends on your the corn.
So I'm not going to cook my corn a tremendous amount, and quite frankly, with the canned black beans, they're already cooked. We really just need to heat them in with the corn. We probably just need like a couple of minutes. I don't want like to cook it thoroughly.
All right. So for the people who put in the corn before the black
Put the
beans, you want to
quinoa
make
into
sure
the
that your
bowl.
corn is cooked to your desired
Okay, so
preference. You might want to add a little char, and then you'll add in your
oh,
black
actually,
beans.
you don't. So you
You
can
cook
just bring it
that
over
for a
to
few
the
minutes. Lastly, we'll be adding our quinoa into the skillet and stir until everything is evenly combined. You do not have to add all in your quinoa. Please add in based off your own suggested preference of your portions that you do want to add to this whole
And this is a
bowl.
lot of, yeah, because this is a lot of corn and black beans. I probably could have used a bit bigger skillet, but this is okay. I'm going to use the whole cup. I'm going to add in the whole pot and stir it in. I'm just going to taste it before I stir in my quinoa to make sure that it's seasoned properly. Please stop sitting it. And you may want to give it a little bit of a taste just to make sure. I love that camera angle. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, chef. Come here. Come on this side. Don't run. Say hi. This is my 15-year-old Isaiah. Taste it. The pot. It's good, huh? You like it? All right.
All right, so go ahead and add in your quinoa whenever you're ready.
All right. Okay. Well, is everybody okay? Are we moving too fast? If we are, and you have any questions, please make sure that you raise your hand, unmute yourself, jump in at any time and ask any questions that you want, okay? Don't be shy. So I'm going to kind of fluff up my quinoa a little bit more, just so you can see. I'm just fluffing a little bit more before I add my quinoa. I'm just going to kind of make space over here on my skillet, and I'm going to add it. Right into my pot. And I'm just gonna fold over, okay? So we're just gonna fold everything in and kind of drag and combine. So we're gonna fold. So we wanna make sure we're getting absorbing all that flavor off the skillet into the quinoa. All right, so we're adding and we're folding over. We're just going to be very careful to drag it and then fold over. All right, now how long do we cook now? Is that?
It's not really a cook, it's more of a combined thing. They want to stir until evenly combined. Add lime juice and our sliced green onions and taste and adjust seasoning if needed.
All right.
Now, from there, we're going to start
Look at
making
our
our
lime
sauce
squeeze thing.
and making this into a bowl. So you can go ahead and turn off the heat, to be honest.
All right, so we're going to turn our heat off. And we're going to get our lime juice. All right, we're gonna squeeze lime juice all over the top. Go ahead. So this is my little chef in here. So I don't know why she's acting shy. She's a really, really, really good cook. She actually might be the next cooking class instructor.
Samaj says she's a few steps behind.
Okay. Let us know if you need any assistance, Samaj.
I mean, I would eat it just like that. I think there's still a dressing that goes on this, right?
Yeah, there is still a dressing that goes on here. And I'm like, can it get any better? And it can. And it's going to. All right. So we went ahead and we squeezed our lime juice on there, and then we're going to dress it. You said, Naya, with some green onions, a little green onion on top. And then, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and get our
You add the lime juice and sliced green onions inside. It's not more of a topping. You can add the topping or it can be incorporated.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there we go. I'm going to try it. Come. Taste it. Come on. Mmm. I like it. It's good. It's actually really good.
It seems like the quinoa takes a little bit longer than what you're taking because I still have some moisture in my quinoa. So I'm waiting.
Yeah, I think it depends on, I mean, it depends on the stove. Maybe you add a little bit more. I don't know. Did you add 2 cups per 1 cup?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe boil it uncovered to let some of the liquid escape.
Yeah, that can work too. That's good. But what's gonna set it off and make it really, really yummy is our yogurt dip. So is our yogurt and avocado drizzle. All right, Naya, can you give us the instructions for that, please?
All right, to make the creamy lime drizzle, we're going to mash up an avocado in a small bowl until smooth. Add lime juice, yogurt, and a pinch of sea salt, water as needed if you want your creamy lime drizzle a little bit thinner, and mix until creamy and drizzle.
No, you do not.
That's what the instructions say.
Is that what it
you gave me?
It does say that. Drizzleable. Drizzleable.
Something about the way you said it was wild, though. Drizzleable. Okay. Drizzleable. All right.
No, you got to be more smooth. Drizzleable.
Drizzleable. You got to break it down like a compound word, okay? All right. So I'm going to scoop out my avocado per the instructions. Ladies and gentlemen, save your avocado pits. We're either
I don't have yogurt. Can I substitute with anything?
Yeah, you can. Do you have sour cream?
Sour cream. Yes.
Use sour cream.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure yogurt is actually the substitution for the sour cream. Honestly.
Yes.
Yogurt is the healthier substitution. So I'm trying to get this pit out of here. But save your pits. I've learned that the pit is actually the healthiest part of the avocado. You can dry them out, you can grate them, and use them in many various amounts of ways. All right, so we're scooping out our avocado. My avocado is pretty large. All right, so Naya, you said we're gonna mash it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Mina, do we have a little masher? Well, I'll use my fork. And then what's next steps after we mash it? And I would love to know some of the healing benefits of avocado.
Yes, we're gonna add in lime juice, salt, and yogurt.
All right.
Okay.
So I find that it might be a little bit easier for me to mash my avocado if I add the lime juice on it. So if you're having a hard time mashing your avocado, then add the lime juice.
Well, I was just reading some of the how to prepare the avocado seed after you mentioned
Yes.
it.
Yes.
And it says
Thank
to
you.
remove the brown skin, and then you grate it or blend it because it's too hard to chew. And then you can use it in your smoothies or your tea after you simmer it, or use it on a face mask mixed with honey.
Yeah. That's awesome. Lots of healing benefits. And does it say what are the healing benefits of that?
70% of the avocado's antioxidants are in the seed.
Exactly.
So
70%.
It's powerful anti-inflammatory, so reducing joint pain. It supercharges immune functions. It has antimicrobial compounds. Lowers cholesterol naturally. And controls blood sugar spikes. I mean, the list goes on. It improves digestion for the prebiotic fiber. It has anti-aging skin benefits as a topical application. It's a natural food preservative, energy and endurance booster, and it reduces food waste while maximizing its health benefits.
Exactly. 70% of the antioxidants are found in the pit. And these are things that we traditionally throw directly in the garbage can. And I know one of the things that we learned pretty early on, I was like, hey, save your pits and grow a plant. But this is another way. If you're like, okay, I tried the plant thing, they keep dying, because I think we've only had a couple of people that were successful at growing their plants, and I would love to see if your plant is still alive from last year, please show us. We would love a little show and tell. But this is another way to utilize that avocado pit, okay? And heal yourselves, your skin, your gut. All right, so I have my avocado mashed up. We're adding in, you said salt?
Yes. Yogurt.
How much yogurt are we adding? 2 tablespoons.
Yep.
That was I had a pretty big avocado. I think I'm gonna see what 3 does. And this is something like if we're mashing it, because I don't know how this is gonna drizzle. I mean, obviously if we add water to it, it's gonna drizzle. Right now it's pretty thick, but if you wanted to put this in your like little blender and make it thicker, or use your hand immersion blender to make it really thin and add water to it, it would probably make a better drizzle that way. Ooh. Ooh. That's good. That's really good. Super yummy. Okay. All right, so we're just said add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of water to make it a little bit thinner. I'm just gonna add a wee bit of water. I don't know if you guys can see. I just added, I'm just trying to get it a little bit thinner. So it says drizzle. So when we think about drizzle, we need it to be runny, right? That's not a drizzle. That's not a drizzle consistency.
That's the glop.
Yeah, that's a dollop, okay? So we call a dollop.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and add water to change the consistency of your creamy, what is it called? Your simple creamy lime drizzle.
There's a very hard piece of avocado in there that's just not working with me. I'm gonna remove it.
You can use your hand immersion blender to mix this up a bit if you do
Yeah,
have
so you want to
one.
make it smoother.
You
So
can
let's
add
see
more
if it's a
lime
little bit more
juice.
drizzly. It's still a little dollopy, but that's fine. All right. So now I think I'm about done.
Yes, it is the final assembly. You're going to spoon your quinoa mixture into bowls, drizzle with the creamy lime sauce, and top with optional cilantro, pumpkin seeds, parmesan, or lime wedges, and serve warm and enjoy. You're going to also eat this with some chips for a little dip, a
Ooh, that sounds good.
tortilla. You can even make this into a quesadilla if you would like. You can
Good
get
job, baby.
really creative
Let me
with
see.
this lovely mixture here.
Want some? All right. No,
For
good girl.
additional toppings, you use sour cream,
I can
or
use this
what we
one.
used today was yogurt, salsa, a
Mina, get a bowl.
pico
You be
de
quiet. Get yourself a bowl.
gallo.
TV magic. All right, so I'm going to make myself a nice little bowl, and then I'm going to add a little. I'm trying to drizzle, but it's looking real. It's looking real dollopy around here. Maybe some more water, and I'm gonna add a little cilantro. I don't think I have any pumpkin seeds. Okay, you can eat them, Michael. I won't make you. Come on. Three forks. Come on, you guys. Come on, 3 forks. We're working, remember? Work. Etiquette. All right. Try it. Bon appetit. We're all trying it, even though it's like I'm forcing them because they. Mm. How is it? It's good. You came back for seconds. Want some more avocado sauce? This is good. I need more of the avocado, creamy avocado. Not so drizzly, but it's super yum. All right, who's eating? How do you guys like it? Mm.
How is it, everyone? Let us know in the chat 1 through 10. How is this lovely street corn quinoa skillet?
Mm. That sauce on it, definitely next level.
And shout out to everyone that has continued their lovely journey here with the Good Life through this lovely quarter.
Right, you love that word, lovely.
You know, through this quarter. Again, if you guys ever have any difficulties logging in, please contact us immediately at 510-255-0232. Or you can contact anyone directly from our team. It is our first name. Example, my name, Naya, 3 separate letters, NYA at thegoodlifepath.org, or our customer support at info at thegoodlifepath.org, where we can directly assist you. As well as, we do have a few things coming up within our program. Save the date. It is a few months away, but save the date for November 14th, where we're having a Food is Medicine Cancer Prevention Support and Recovery event. This is a free community link education, and we'll be having a presenter of our very own Miss Shanette Merrick, the Executive Director of the Good Life Healthy Aging, and registration will be open in September for more detailed notes on how you can participate in that, as well as if anyone knows anyone or has been denied a claim with their Medicare Advantage plan, we would love to see if you qualify for our upcoming study social group that we're doing. It is one focus group from 60 to 90 minutes, and a gift card will be provided for your lovely participation, and your identity will be kept completely confidential. As well as join us at 1 p.m. for our memory group. We do have this twice a week now, every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Last week we did not have any sessions because our lovely instructor, her daughter went into labor and had a lovely grandchild. So this week we're back at it.
Lovely.
Yes. She was supporting her daughter through that. So join us later within the hour for our memory group reminiscence class. If you guys are interested.
No, big congratulations to Dr. Yvette. She had a grandbaby. We love the kids here at The Good Life. Love the babies. So yes, that's why she wasn't with us last week. She was tending to her grandbaby and her daughter. Miss Brenda, how you doing in the kitchen? Are you eating?
I can unmute.
I like this. This is good.
Miss Brenda.
Unmute. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I added cilantro, and I put red onions instead of green onions because I didn't have the green onions.
It's okay.
And like you said, I used the sour cream. It's really good.
It's very flavorful.
Huh?
It's very flavorful.
This will be good with pico de gallo.
Oh yeah, a nice pico de gallo on top. I love pico de gallo, or like a salsa. I would throw a salsa on there too. It's super yummy. I love the flavors. So the smoked paprika and the chili powder. Spectacular. I love a dish with a lot of flavor.
I used canned corn. I could kick myself because I walked right past the corn yesterday.
Did you? It's okay. You can try it again. You know what? I used to really love canned corn. I'm going to tell you my other guilty pleasure that I would eat a lot is cream corn. I love canned corn and I love cream corn. But ever since we started cooking this class, I have not bought it at all. And I've not purchased canned corn. I buy fresh corn and I just cut it off the ear.
Yeah. And my mother raised me on cream corn. She loved cream corn.
So I would do a mix of 1 can of regular corn, corn and corn, and then 1 can of cream corn mixed together. That was my jam. I love it. With a box of rice-a-roni and whatever my protein of choice was. I have to say, I am no longer a canned corn, or I don't really do a lot of processed food. So, especially since I've discovered that orzo pasta is pretty much rice.
Oh yeah. So, if you wanted to make cream corn, how would you go about doing it?
You know what? That's a good question. I have not had it since I stopped eating it, but we'll look it up because I really miss cream corn. So we'll figure it out. I haven't had it in a while.
I haven't either.
But if the canned food folks can do it, then so can we. So
yes, that's right.
We'll figure it out.
This is
All
good.
right, Valerie. It is so yummy. Valerie, how's your meal? Valerie's eating. She's like, my mouth is full. Hey, Valerie, can you hear us? How did everything come out? Do you like it?
It's really delicious. It is so good. And with the avocado sauce.
Yes. The avocado sauce just takes it up like a whole nother notch.
Yeah.
It's like the salad dressings for me. Like we make salad, like the salad's really good, but like once we add the salad dressings to it, it's just like the explosion of flavors. I love a good layered flavored dish. Yeah, super yummy. Rosemary, how are you doing? Did you finish up, Rosemary?
And anyone?
Give her some time to get to her camera room.
Gail,
Yeah, come-
Darlene. And someone asked, when is the next farmers market, please?
That's a great question. So our next farmers market is going to be mid-June. I don't know if we picked a date. I don't have. Can you pull up the calendar? Can anybody tell me what the second or the third?
The second or the third week. 1, 2, 3. The second is from the 8th to the 12th. The third is from the 15th to the 19th.
Okay. Let me see your phone. Yeah, so we haven't picked a date, but it is going to be in June. And so the first ball's on
Monday.
Yeah, so it's either going to be on the 10th or the 17th. It just depends on what we can pull together. So one of those 2 days, but we will be having a farmer's market for June. And whatever the day of that farmer's market is, we will be giving out the ingredients for the recipe, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you tell all your friends.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Okay. Any other questions? Anybody else want to share their recipe? I'm almost done. I didn't even bother doubling back to the kids because they were like, "It's you."
I'm cooking mine tonight for dinner
Mm-hmm.
to go with, but I can't decide if I want chicken or shrimp.
I feel like chicken would be
Yeah, I
better.
would say some chicken.
Okay. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna do
think
me
chicken
some
would be
grilled
Nice
chicken
grilled
wings then.
chicken. Yep.
Yeah, either that or like a grilled like salmon, like a piece of salmon or fish would be
That would
really
be
good
good.
too.
I'm not a big fan of salmon, so
No?
nah. I'll do the.
What
I'll
about
do the-
snapper? You like snapper?
I do.
Snapper would be good.
Yeah.
Just a
Maybe.
nice
Like-
Lime wings.
either pan
I'm not a
fried-
fan of
pan
salmon
fried
either.
I love it. It's salmon.
Mhm.
I have a question though.
Yes, ma'am. Uh-huh.
So I know that you guys have said all the classes had stopped because of funding.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys started this new class, well, I guess UC Davis started this new class, memory class.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to understand why they get to have 2 days a week. And there's practically nobody. I've been to the class. There's only a handful of people in the class.
Okay.
Why? I want Michael back with my exercise class. But you guys had like 50, 60 people in the class that people are really, let them know that people are really interested in the exercise class. And there's only a handful of people in this memory class that's twice a week. That don't make sense.
Can I explain? And it'll make sense to you
Go
once I
ahead.
explain.
Okay.
Okay. So Dr. Yvette works for UC Davis. She's not paid through the Good Life. Michael is a contract worker that only gets paid if we have grant funding to pay him. UC Davis actually doesn't pay for any of this stuff. So Dr. Yvette is a doctor who wanted to do a memory class, and we allowed her to have space to have more free offerings for you guys. So it's not like she's getting chosen because we're not paying her. In all actuality, we're trying to figure out if we can get some money from her to be on there.
It's
You
a
know,
good
because
class, though. It is
Yeah.
a good class. I like the
Yeah.
class, and the few people that are in it, we enjoy
Mhm.
the class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I tell you guys a little secret? And I appreciate this is a good question, and I do want you guys, we try to be very transparent with you about like where you're at and why things are happening. So this is a great question. So Dr. Yvette works for UC Davis. All of our instructors, with the exception of me, as of June, as of July, though, I will no longer be an employee of UC Davis, because I am being laid off. So my class, the reason why my class is on and I can do my class is because I'm not, unlike the other folks, I don't get paid through the grant funding, right? I get paid through, so I'm able to do it, and then all the money goes to the employees. But I'm being laid off at UC Davis in July. That's not going to stop me from doing the class because this is my baby. So I'm going to make a way. You guys are not. I'm not going to abandon the program. I'm a firm believer the program has really become a huge part of my life and my mission and my
Mine
drive
too.
and my yeah. So you don't have to worry about that. But things are going to change, and I would like to say that thanks to the blood cancer. Is it the Blood Cancer Society? What is the name of because they changed it. It used to be the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
It's the Blood Cancer United.
Blood Cancer United actually, they're going to sponsor some classes. We're partnering. They're sponsoring, and so with that sponsorship money, it's a relatively modest amount, but with that sponsorship money that that we're working out, I'm going to bring back Michael. Then I'll be able to pay Michael to have exercise class. So you guys should look forward to seeing Michael in June. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Yay!
I don't know. Now, this is what I need y'all to understand, though. Even with that being said, if we're still searching for money, so we're writing grants and we're doing all the things. So I don't want you guys to get mad at me if we
If
don't
it
get
doesn't
any
happen.
money in July and I pay him out all that money and then I don't have any money to pay him in July. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Okay.
doing my best to be fair. We know that you guys really love the live classes, and I know that a lot of people were coming to the classes because they were getting the ingredients, and God knows that we want to be able to do all the things. And when I tell you we are squeezing blood out of turnips and people are working way more hours than they're getting paid for, like really, like to make sure that this happens. And so I appreciate those questions because it gives me an opportunity to really explain. I know we built something great, and trust me, it breaks my heart when we are not able to step up and be consistent in the way that we always have. But it's funding, and then the other piece of it is like that. With the ticketing process, we had an employee, which I love her to death, but the system was set up only for one person to really understand it, and when that person left, there was no real support in helping us keep that process going. So now we have to rethink that whole thing. So I'm not looking at it like it's bad things. Trust me, it's very frustrating because when you guys are frustrated and you don't want to show up, it really hurts us. It hurts our feelings. Like we're really sad because we've spent all these years like building relationships with you guys and building your trust and really showing up and building a family. So when these types of things happen, it's really hard for us, but I really look at these things like it gives us the opportunity to pivot and build our foundation stronger, not like it's a bad thing. So we're just working on setting up systems that will no longer be breakable, no matter who's here, right? They'll be able to work for you guys and make sure that you guys feel supported and like that we're here. But with all that being said, I will be bringing Michael back for June for sure. So you will have your Wednesday class back.
Yeah.
Okay. So Valerie's like, yeah. So we will have the Wednesday class back. And trust me, I wish you guys, even though you guys don't need to know what's going on in the background, but the conversations we were having with Dr. Johnson in December was like, we need to start talking about shutting this down. The fact that we managed to get to June is like a Christmas miracle, honey. When I tell you people have sacrificed, I know that every single one of my employees have taken second jobs, waitressing, driving Uber, and still showing up here to make sure that this thing runs as best as possible. So the only thing I ask of you guys is that you guys just be patient with us and don't give up on us because we haven't given up on y'all. We ask for just a little bit of grace while we work it out. But as I truly believe in, and I know my team truly believes that we're working our way back even stronger than we were before.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
constant
Okay.
fight. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
constant fight, Shanette. And we've been fighting for such a long time for
Yeah.
what we want. And then you get to the point where you feel like you've done something and then it's snatched away. It hurts. Because
It
this
hurts
was
my
really,
feelings.
yeah. And then you start trying to find other ways of doing what you were doing before,
Yeah.
so that may be the reason why it's not so many in the class. Now they're trying to figure out what to do. What am I going to do now since
Yeah.
the classes are not there? But
Yeah.
what I do is I go on YouTube and I still go to the classes on YouTube.
I
And
appreciate that very much.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, because I feel really bad that, we're not there. Like we once, there was at the peak of this class, there was like 60 people at sometimes in this class and it dropped 60.
yes, yes, uh-huh.
Yeah. And so figuring out how to work our way back is, yeah, we've been putting some thought into it, but once again, at the end of the day, it comes down to like grant funding and money and trying to figure out how we're going to pay for it. And now, um, there's just everybody just is kind of like snowballing things. But once again, we haven't given up. We're still here, so we'll figure it out. Michael
Yeah.
will be here in June. We'll have the live cooking classes. The farmers market will happen. We'll do the food distribution in June. And just tell your friends, especially the ones that that kind of, tell them don't give up on us just yet. But I understand, if they found other classes that were live or if there's something else, like I totally get it. My feelings are a little hurt, but it's okay. I'll live.
Well, through the grace of God, we'll continue to have the classes. It just takes a while to get it back in order the way it was before. It'll be
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for your kind words and encouragement.
Mhm.
We appreciate
And we
it.
love you, and I thank you very much for
We
all
love
the
you too.
recipes I have
You're welcome.
that
You're
I keep
welcome.
using over and over. So
Yeah, I know.
you have
Thank
been a
you.
blessing to a lot of us.
Thank
Mhm.
you. I thank y'all so much. Yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. This has been an amazing 6 years for us. For me especially when we
Can
started
you imagine
this.
6 years?
I
Time went
know,
so
right?
fast.
No, seriously, really. Don't get me to crying because I get emotional because it really, it has really transformed my life. Honestly,
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
was like everything that I ever did in the past. It was like it all manifested into the good life, and this was, that's why I have so much faith in what we're doing because when this program was started, we started the good life without any real fully understanding of like what it was going to turn into and that it was going to be such a movement. We were pivoting from a study that we couldn't run, and I said, "Hey, let's go online." And we talked Dr. Johnson into doing it, and we started out with just me, Michael, and Sherilyn, and we've grown it into something really beautiful, which is why I believe that there's so much good work and like love and like really good information and good energy in what we do that there is no way in my mind that I believe that this is supposed to come to an end because I have so many visions of like all of these other cool things that we should and could
Mhm.
be
Mhm.
doing. So that's why we just keep fighting and keep adjusting and figuring it out. And the team they're literally working more hours than they're getting paid for, but they still show up because in my heart and everybody's heart, we believe that something is going to break. Like we don't want to quit right before it gets good. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we still have a lot of life in us. It's just we're adjusting, and that's
Mhm.
okay. So
Mhm.
I appreciate you all for showing up and having so much, the support and the love and the faith that you have in us, and the fact that you guys really genuinely benefit from this program because that's the point.
Yes, that's it.
It's
That's the point.
yeah, so that everybody's getting stronger, and even for me, like I'm getting stronger. Like I've learned so much about food. Like I told you guys from the beginning, like I wasn't a vegetarian when I started this class, but I did really believe in healing our bodies through food, right? So as I've learned and found recipes and grown, we've all learned together. So I feel very connected to this program. It's not going to end. It may change a little bit, but it's definitely not going to end. So
yes, and the things that you learn, you've gotten older now, and you wish you've knew it before you gotten so to the age that you are now. But this benefits you, so you do live a healthy life.
Yeah.
As you get older, and that benefit, I think the young people need to really get involved, because you better take care of your body, because the medical field now is not like it used to be. And you take care of yourself so you don't have to rely on the medical field as much. You will never get rid of it, but you won't have to rely on it as much if you take care of yourself.
Right. Yeah. Setting ourselves up for success instead of opposed to setting ourselves up for failure, which you know, that it was a whole nother rabbit hole of conversation. You know, before we go, I went to a brain and gut connection class on Tuesday by a Dr. Adam, who I did not know. He is a chiropractor, right? And I didn't realize that. For some reason, I thought this doctor was into like Alzheimer's and dementia, and it was an in-person class. And I go to the class, and he's talking about the brain gut connection. He's super knowledgeable about the brain gut connection and the nervous system and how it's connected to the nervous system and your spinal cord and the vagus nerve and all this stuff. And so one of the things I asked him was, could he come do a presentation? Because one of the things we have not done all year is a mind, body, and spirit. So when Michael gets his class going and they're back live, I'm going to bring this doctor on to do a presentation. He was amazing. He is not local for you all, but I did talk to him and ask him if he would be willing to share the information that he shared with us in this presentation. I think you guys are really going to love him. So look forward to that. So just know we're working on getting ourselves back bigger and better with more information. There's so much information to learn. And the really cool thing, hey, Mel! The really cool thing about what we're doing now is I'm starting to see a shift of like people becoming more conscious of like food and how it affects the brain, how it affects the body. This is not just like a quick thing that is not a fly-by-night thing. Like people are actually starting to really get serious about healing themselves and understanding the connection between food and their brain health, and how the things that we take into our body really affect chronic diseases that we may or may not have, right? And how you can heal yourself through food. So this is not something that I'm going to give up at all. So don't worry about that, honey. I'm gonna find a way. We're gonna work it out. All right, you guys. Enough of that. I know Naya's like, shut up, Mom. I talk about it. You telling me you talk a lot. I know. I do. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I appreciate you all for being here. Thanks for listening. I know Naya. She turned on her camera like, yeah, I was thinking it. All right, you guys. All right, Samaj. Lots of love to you too. Thank you to my production crew, even though they crashed out in the end and knocked the lights over and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a meeting with them about their behavior during work. But But all right, you guys, thank you so much. And once again, if you guys have your grandbabies and the kids, bring the kids to the classes this summer. Bring them into class. Brenda, I think you made a very good point about, and I'm a firm believer in this, about teaching our children, teaching our adult children. You know, I know we may have had some not so great habits, but we're still here. We still have the opportunity to be parents and grandparents and teach these babies. And aunties and whatever branch of the tree you are, right? Because you don't have to have children to cover a child, okay? So let's just be clear about that. You could be a good auntie. You could be the rich auntie of the crew, and you could still love on the baby. So, and our husbands and our brothers and our fathers and our sons, we want to get our families healthy. So bring your family into the class this summer. We want everybody from the children all the way up to whoever you want to bring, your friends. And let's learn how to eat healthy, heal our guts, keep our minds, our brains, our body, and our spirits high vibrational, and keep them healthy, okay? All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sending
Have
out
a good
love.
day.